How are you doing this Thursday? Beginning of September, so a new year, academic year. So you feel like you're starting fresh, or if you're new, then hello, my name is Daphne. I'm a personal trainer, a gym instructor, and also a Tai Chi and Qigong instructor. So welcome. I hope you enjoy this live stream with me. I'm going to split it into a couple of different sections. So we'll do a warm-up. We're going to take our influence from some of my daily Tai Chi tips that I have been posting as shorts over the month of August, so the last few of those. So we've got some Qigong movements just to get ourselves into a nice mindful flow. We've then got a couple of Tai Chi movements that we shall practice. We've got a little bit of balance with our heels and kicks. And then we've got a couple of flexibility moves. So do remember to listen to your own body. Keep it well within your comfort zone. We're here for progression, not perfection, and we're all different. So just do what you can, follow along, enjoy the movement, just keep everything relaxed and well within your own limitations. And then I also thought, as I did post about it, we would do grasping the sparrow's tail. So I may talk through that a little bit more, in a bit more detail later on. And then I thought at the very end, so stick around till the end, I'd open it up to any questions that you may have, and I'll do my best to answer them. I'm definitely no expert, but I've got quite a lot of experience, so hopefully I can answer them, or if not, I shall bob you an answer in the comments later, so you can check back and see those answers. And remember, we're going live again on Sunday this week. I'm trying a few different days, seeing what suits everybody. So Sunday the 7th at 5 p.m. is the next time we'll be live. So I'm going to get off my knees and let's get going. So nice and relaxed. We're going to start with a warm-up. So feet hip-width apart. And just start connecting your mind to your body. We're going to just turn our head nice and slowly back to the centre and the other way. We're going to chin to our chest, so trying to stretch out the neck and trying to release any stress and tension we often hold in the top of our body. Let's look to the ceiling, keeping that head under control. Let's do our ear to our shoulder. And the other way. So let's do that all again, turning our head. Chin to our chest. Looking to the ceiling. Ear to shoulder, taking our time and just keeping the breathing nice and calm and natural. Let's do our shoulder rolls. And changing direction. Bending our knees. Let's do our knocking on the door, so we're turning from the waist. So you just want to turn as far as you can. Again, keep it loose and natural and just within your comfort zone. We're just trying to warm up the body, just loosen the joints, just get everything moving. And you'll be pleased to know I've been looking at radio mics, so I think that will help with the echo in here and give a better audio for future live streams. So I'm going to get on with that and get it ordered, and then hopefully that will help the quality. So give me a thumbs up if that sounds like a good thing. I think it does. And bringing it back slowly to our centre, keeping our knees bent. And hands on our hips, let's do our hip circles. So just mobilising that hip joint. And changing direction. And then keeping the feet hip width apart. Going to do our first Qigong exercise. So gathering the Qi, big breath in as the arms rise and breathing out, slow release as the hands come all the way down. Let's do that again. Breathing in, big stretch high, and breathing out nice and slowly. And trying to connect our mind to body. So focusing on those moving hands. Breathing in and breathing out. Let's do that again. And just relax as the hands come past. And we're focusing on our palms. They are our Laogong energy points. And we want to visualise like we are gathering all that positive energy and absorbing it into our body, giving us good vibes. Breathing in. Wonderful. So we're going to go on to our next Qigong movement. So just a nice transfer of weight from side to side, just like a sway. I'll just move a bit further back. And we're going to hold the ball across the body. So turning the waist, lifting the hand. So the palm faces up. And again, we're following that hand, focusing on that moving hand. And we're lifting our ball across the body. Breathing in and breathing out. Let's make this one our final one. And then we're going to keep with that sway, but just turn the feet out. And so we're moving from side to side, and our knees are travelling in the direction of our toes. So again, slightly turned out. And we're going to bring one hand over the head, like we're holding a big ball. So painting the rainbow. So if we've got our right leg outstretched, our right hand is outstretched, and same with our left side. And again, breathing in, breathing out. So you can do it slow, and get a little bit more of a side bend, or you can do it a little bit quicker. And like we're drawing that rainbow shape over our head. Lovely, just feeling the flow. Final one. And then bring it all the way down. So stepping out to our corner, we're going to set ourselves up in our bow stance. So hip width apart with the feet. We've got our back foot pointing forwards, our other foot pointing to the corner, and we're just going to rock backwards and forwards. So a great movement for our leg strength. The longer the stride, the lower the knee bend, and the further we have to transfer our body weight, so a little bit more challenging. We're going to turn our waist, so come towards the front as we come to the back leg, and then round to your front leg to face the corner. So hopefully you should be mirroring me something like this. And slow and steady, nice and smooth. Now we've got our undulating waves, so bringing the hands up, bringing them in, and pushing them away. So we want to visualise like we are that wave, like we are pushing our hands through the water. It gives a bit of resistance to the arm movement and a little bit more depth to the movement. And again, breathing in and breathing out, nice and slow. And again, just focusing on those moving hands, on those palms, especially as we push forwards. Feel that force. And then let's step in. Has everybody heard that then? That was my ankle cracking. So we're setting up into our bow stance and we're rocking backwards and forwards with the other foot forwards. So slow and steady. Turn the waist towards the front as we come to the back leg, round to the corner, towards that front leg. And let's have the arms coming forwards, we're rocking in, we're pushing away. And if you like, you imagine you're standing on a beach with a lovely blue sea, just crashing in those waves onto the shore, nice and relaxing and very peaceful and calm, listening to the sound of the water. And let's bring it in. So we're going to step out and set back up on our bow stance on the first side. And this time we're going to rock back and tap in. And then heel toe step out to our bow stance. So you want to make this transition smooth as you can. Heel toe stepping out, transfer the weight to bow stance. So if you do it facing forwards, you can see I've got my back foot turned out. I'm aiming hip width apart as I put that front foot down into my bow stance. And we're going to add our stroking the horse's mane. So we've got same arm's leg, the back leg on top, and we stroke our imaginary horse, we hold our mirror. So same arm and leg coming forwards, circle the hands and tapping. Stroking the horse, holding the mirror, circle the hands and tapping. So again, we're focusing on the hands. We want to feel that turn of the waist, powering this striking arm forwards. Ooh, I did a little wobble there. that means I'm building my strength. And let's do one more. And then we can turn the ball over. So we've got the other hand on top. We're standing on the other foot. And we're going to heel toe out to our bow stance. Rocking back and tapping in. Let's do that again. Heel toe into our bow stance. Transferring the weight forwards. So about 70% of the weight comes forwards into our bow stance. And we don't want that front knee to come over our toe. Not so good for our knee joint. So you have to extend that stride if you want to go a little bit further with your knee bend. Let's do one more and then we'll add that stroke in the horse's mane. Arm movement. So same arm as the back leg on top, if that makes sense. We'll bring it forwards. Scoop it round. And again, feel the energy in this movement. Following that hand, lots of focus. And let's make this one our final one here. And then stepping into. Yeah, very nice. Just give your arms and legs a little shake. Hiya guys, hiya John, how are you doing? So nice and relaxed here. So we're going to set up for our heels and kicks. So if we want a good solid foundation for our sporting leg, we're bringing our foot into T stance like a capital T with our feet if we look down. We're going to lift up. We want a good strong core, so we're pulling belly button through to spine. And as always, we're lifting up through the crown. We're going to bring our front foot up and place it on the heel. Bringing these hands to a natural V. So I can still see both hands in that V, in my peripheral vision, even though I'm looking forwards, tapping in, lifting up and heel out. And if you're feeling confident, you can add a head, so we look in the direction of our kick or heel. And let's do one more. And then let's step to the side. So we want to sit the weight, really feel that rooting feeling in this supporting foot. We're tapping here, we're lifting up to cross hands and heel out. Let's do that again. So lifting up through the crown, good strong core, pulling belly button through to spine. And again, keeping it controlled. And if you're feeling confident, add the head. Perfect. So we're going back onto the first side, and you can repeat that as is with your heel being placed on the floor, or you can add our kick. So it doesn't have to be high. We want to still keep our knees straight but soft. So we're not pulling everything to attention. We want to have, we don't want that tension. We want it feeling nice and relaxed. Okay, so here we go. So we're lifting up and heel out. And let's control it down. And again, lifting up. Think about your posture. And then for these last two, if you're feeling confident, add that head. Keep it balanced. Perfect. I know you you're doing it at home, and I know you're doing it well, so let's do it on the other side. We're here. So again, just check out your posture. Nice strong core, pulling belly button through to spine. Off we go, lifting up and out. I definitely have one side stronger than the other. I think most people do. And let's do a final one, adding that head, looking in the direction of our kick, and bring it down. And again, just give your arms and legs a little shake, grab a drink if you've got one, a quick drink of water. Okay, so we're going to go back to our grasping the sparrow's tail, so back to our bow stance. So we're going to start exactly the same as our stroking the horse's mane, except as we stroke the horse and we come to bow stance, you want to come to this position here, which is called ward off. So I've got one hand on the table, same arm as they're coming forwards into that barrier across the body, like a block. That would be a martial arts block. From here, we're going to lift up across this leg. Top hands pointing down, bottom hands pointing up. And it's like I'm grabbing someone. I'm going to transfer my weight into that back foot and chuck them over to the other side. And with my arms and my hands, one hand is going to face, this palm is going back to ward off and it's pointing in towards me. The other hand is actually palm facing away from me, so the two palms are facing in towards each other. And then from here, we're going to wipe the window, slot this hand inside here, so there's a little gap between my body and my hand. It's going to slot inside. From here, we're going to push forwards, open those hands out over a big beach ball. We rock the beach ball in just like our undulating waves, and we're pushing forwards. So let's do that again. On the same side, we're here holding the ball. We stroke the horse, we heel toe into our bow stance ward off. We reach high, we pull back. So transferring weight into that back leg. Ward off, wipe the window. Slot the hand inside, we push forwards, we open out, big beach ball, rock it in, push it away, and circle the arms. Let's do that again. Stroke the horse, ward off, reach high, all the way around, push forwards, open out, rock it in, and push it away. One more time on this side. So let's step onto the other foot, all hands on top of the ball, and start from the beginning here. So a heel toe, stroke the horse, ward off into our bow stance, and then we're reaching high over that leg. Top hands pointing down, bottom hands pointing up. Turn the waist a little bit so we can angle to the corner, all the way around with these hands. So ward off with this hand, all the way around. We're slotting it inside, and the palm is facing towards the other hand. We're pushing forwards, that's our sparrow's tail, and then we open out over this hand so that we're leaning on a big beach ball. We're rocking it in, and we're pushing it away. Let's rock back, and I'll do that again. Stroke the horse, ward off, bow stance, we reach high, all the way around. Slot it inside, push it forwards, open out, rock it in, and push away. bringing it in. Yeah, very nice. Okay, so grasping the sparrow's tail. It's quite a complicated move. It's quite a long move, but a very nice one. Once you get the hang of it, it's really a flowing one, so it's excellent. Okay, let's do our 2 flexibility movements. So our first one is called coiling python. So we want to take a nice wide foot position, and we're going to come down into our horse stance, almost like a plie, and we want our hands on our thighs, and all we're going to do is turn and look to one side. So shoulders going down, up shoulders the other way. You should feel a nice twist and a nice stretch of the body. And let's bring it back up so we can give our legs a breather. Circle our hands around and sink down. And then go the other way. So drop the shoulder down towards the floor and turn the waist, looking towards that side wall. Holding it in and then breathing in and breathing out. So just keep this movement wherever feels good. And let's do one more on each side. And then keeping our feet wide, with our feet pointing forwards, we're going to come into our breathing in and breathing out, sinking down, holding the tree. So we want a nice big tree worth of space here. We want to think about that song of the joints, so we've got that opening wide of the joints, lots of fresh air, almost like we're expanding ourselves into our own skin. So we're here, and then we're bringing it all the way back. So we're breathing in and breathing out as we sink. Breathing and breathing out. So we always exhale on that effort, using the breath. This time we're going to hold it here. We're going to bring the arms round, push them out, and then we're going to circle, cross the hands and lift high. And again, think of that song of the joints. We want to expand the chest here. Feel a nice expansion, nice extension at the top of our upper body. And then let's bring it all down and do that again. So like we're moving and pushing our arms against the side walls, and then we're lifting up high and open up, looking to the sky. So we're going to combine both of those, so hold the tree, hold it here, we're going to push out, and all the way up, all the way around, straight into our hug in the tree. Hold it here, push out, and again, focusing on those moving hands, connecting mind to body, just feeling that flow, feeling that nice gentle stretch through the body. Great one for our leg strength too, of course, using that deep horse stance. Final one. Let's bring the arms round to our hug in the tree. Breathing in and breathing out. And then let's do our balancing the chi. So balancing the chi like we're breathing in and breathing out. And breathing in and breathing out. Focus on those hands, connecting mind to body, and feeling everything relax. Let's hold them here and just turn the waist and just do our calming waters. So again, imagine your hands just running through the surface of the water, making those ripples, and you can hear the water just trickling away. And let's balance the chi, breathing in and breathing out. Great one if you just want to practice some breathing. If you're feeling like you're breathing too shallow and a bit too fast, it's a good one to just regulate our breath. Expand the lungs and chest. Balancing the chi. And then let's bring it all the way up, bringing it down. Pressing down, palms at the top. And the final one. All the way up and all the way down. And give yourselves a round of applause. Thanks very much. I hope you stayed to the end. If you've got any questions or anything, then do sort of type away and I'll try and answer anything. Like I say, I teach Tai Chi very much for health, fitness and well-being, so a mixture of those gentle exercises, low impact, building strength, building our flexibility and maintaining that balance, such an important thing to do. And Tai Chi is great with that slow transfer of weight, becoming a body aware and really developing that leg strength and that core strength. So I do hope you enjoy practicing Tai Chi with me. Remember, we've got a live stream again this Sunday, on Sunday the 7th, again 5 PM, so I hope you can join me. And hopefully, you never know, I have a radio mic, so I think that will help the audio and not have it too echoey, which seems to be happening in this room. Any questions? Then do let me know, or if you think of one later, then pop it down in the comments. You can find this live stream again. It is saved under a playlist called Live on the Freshfield Fitness YouTube channel, so you can always repeat it and come back to it anytime you like. And do check out some of the other sessions that I've got on the channel. There's lots there, 5 minutes, 10 minutes, 15, 20. And if you're new, then I hope you've enjoyed your first try a Tai Chi and you will join us again for some mindful movement, gentle exercise, and just generally feel good moving our bodies. So thanks again, and if you think of any questions, like I say, do pop them down or do them next time in the live chat, and I shall see you soon. Take care and have a nice few days. I'll see you on Sunday.